everybody and welcome to Moonmoth. It's a very humid afternoon. I'm expecting it to thunder and lightning any minute. So I've come down to Theo's area and I thought I'd just stand in front of this, let you see this. And it almost looks like Cassiopeia. It isn't, but it looks very similar. If you look at the shape, you've got this sort of W shape going on, and then the lip goes up the back there to the next tree. It's absolutely amazing. So that is promotion for personal health, that's what it means. And that little area there is actually a portal as well. There's quite a few glyphs all around. But I just thought you'd like to see that. I'm trying not to fall to it. There's a gully here. So if I disappear totally, you know there's been an earthquake. So today we'll take a walk up and see what's happening, but I'll take some close-ups of this and let you see. And this is what it looks like from the side view. And you can get a three-dimensional sort of image of it there. If I come around here, it does look similar to the Cassiopeia shape, but I'm assured that it is not. So much going on, isn't there, in this? When you start looking at all of these glyphs. And this is a protection. This thing means protection of some kind. I think it's protection against evil of any kind. I think that we take for granted that everything in the world is sort of normalish, and that we don't realise there's quite a lot of evil things, darkness shall we say, that we are totally unaware of. And on a day-to-day basis, I think these guys place balance in the area. Now I'm just looking at that stick now is leaning on its side. Stuck in the ground. Just looking in this direction over here. It's quite unusual. It felt like somebody was walking this way. Onwards and upwards. Look at the colour. That gorgeous colour. It's amazing, isn't it? It's just moss, but it just looks like miniature Christmas trees, I always think. Look at it. It's tiny. Tiny stuff. And it takes indentations. So what I'm looking for are footprints. Footprints with toes. But I don't see any. So I found this area here where we've got lots and lots of little tree structure things on the ground. That's a weird one, isn't it? Not seen that one before. That's very odd. So what I thought was, I'd bring a compass and we'd try and work out and see if there was any uniformity to the direction of these tree breaks. So take this one for example, and you can see how big it is against my foot there. I'm wondering whether they have any direction and whether it's directional from where that end is pointing, or whether you're supposed to, as it were, be lying on the ground and looking up at the stars and the sky through for it. It was a thought. It's come over quite dark, folks. I think we might be in for a little thunderstorm or two. Now, we've looked from the top of the hill down before and seen various grid patterns. So this is it from the lower side looking up the hill. Now these appear to be pointing westerly, northwest. They're all sort of parallels to each other. See them? They look like they're northwest. I think this is to do with the stars. A lot of what we see here is reflecting star patterns. Well, that's an oddity. It's hard to explain, but things change regularly. And you can see how long this tree is. It's on the ground now. Look how long that is. Look how long that smiles up there. That's a 30-metre tree. And then right across the middle of it, there's that. Now I am sure that that did not fall by itself in that position. Looking right down the hill here to the bottom, that's the height we're at. So there's a gentle slope. Just looking at this. Wow. Look at this. Now I can see there's a lot of bark stripped off, but my thought would be that that might be deer trying to clean their antlers off. It's just peculiar. I'm not going to try and pull it out because it's been there, put there for a purpose. Probably the children have played with it. But that doesn't belong there. It's not growing. Well, it's about 20 degrees, which is a rarity. 20 degrees C, which in old money, if you work in Fahrenheit, is around about 70. That's warm for this country. Not warm for me. I prefer the Australian climes. I just felt like I was being... like there's somebody walking up behind me there. Well, this is our gifting area. This is our tree. Almost there, almost there. This is amazing. Now this is quite funny, isn't it? Look at that. All the bags are empty. I'm just looking. Look at this, look at this. There's one of the marbles. Another two over there. Oh, look at that. Now, my thought is, have they just fallen? Or have they been laid in a pattern? So far, let's see if I can zoom in. See that one? There's one, two. I've no idea how many were in it. There we go, there's another 3, 4, 5 together. 6, 7. I kind of think that 7's an unusual number. Oh, look. Am I joking? What? I'm speechless. I am absolutely speechless. This is our gifting tree, right? This is where you can go back and look at all the bags. This is... Oh, look. That's been snapped off. Wonder if a tall person's poked their eye with that and snapped it off. So I hang the bags on here. Remember that. It's that tree. I hang the bags on here. And I hung, what am I talking about, hanged? I hung the marbles on this here. That looks quite a straight line across there. Something sharp. And the marbles are all on here. And then... Don't you just love these guys? Don't you love them? We have this. We have this bag. How on earth is that? Oh. Attached to that. A knot. Second week running. Second week running. That's a bit awesome. Oh, now here you go, because the marbles have fallen, if they've fallen from the bag here directly onto the ground below. Now they could have been carried by an animal, or they could have had little handy pandies carry one of them. Over here. That's a blue one, and that is separated to the others, and we know what they think about blue. They love blue. It's a fascinating colour to them. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left in a line, those ones, and this one here was slightly over there. So on my stump table here, I'm just going to have a look at these. Sort of whole thing in there. Right. Any holes in there? Oh, look at that. Rip from here, there, right across there. That's a... I don't know if you can see it better like that. Clear rip. Another rip across the bottom. Clean. Look at that. Completely clean. Clean rip. Can you see that? From there, right across. Look at that. That goes from north to south, as it were. So that would be about right, I think, 8 marbles. I can't think of them putting any more marbles in there. So what colours are these? Well, there's a blue one there. It's got blue and green in. If I turn it that way. It is fascinating stuff. They've separated this one over here. So I just wonder if this one... Oh! I've caught up. I wonder if this is a favourite one. Now don't tell me that bag walks across from this tree over here and ties itself in a knot over there. Don't tell me that happens by itself. Amazing. So these are the goodies today. We've got pecans. These are soft pitted dates. Brazil nut halves, or chopped Brazil nuts. And then these jelly things. There's not many of those left. And I thought some really quite nice apricots, and they are very, very sweet. So I thought that that might be nice for everybody. Nice colour, isn't it? All lovely colours. This is the mango, a lovely mango. Some apples that are whizzing round. Some more apples there. These are Braeburns, I think. Another mango. Some more apples. And then on the ground here, I forgot the peanut butter last week, so I'm on the naughty step. So I brought some almond butter. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it, but I thought I'll bring some almond butter. And if you see, with the peanut butter, it's on tight, the lid is on tight, and it's still sealed. See that? I haven't broken that seal. So we'll turn it around. And I've got the incense going there. This actually is in a glass jar. Couldn't do anything about that, that's the way it comes. We'll see if they like almond butter. I am not a fan of either almond or peanut butter. I'm not keen. But there we go. Pecans, the dates, the jellies. What was those again? Apricots, brain freeze, and the Brazil nuts. And the incense. There's 8 incense sticks going there, so they should be nice. Now I have brought a little something. And as we have this little marble that was separated and put over here, I didn't expect that. There we are. Helps if I know what I'm looking at. I hadn't expected them to do that. But I have brought something else. I'll show you what I fetched. It's this. So what happens is, if you bang it, it's a little forest blue disco ball. With regard to this broken branch, And I said somebody tall must have been through there. But I've had a look at it a bit more closely. It's taller than me. Will you look at that? Fascinating, isn't it? What I wanted to say was a hello to the whole family. I would also like to acknowledge Edgar's generation, which is, he has moved on, as you know, he has transitioned. So I'd like to acknowledge Dacia Gaia and Floria, Caif and Athenian, Yabadcab, Dasub and Igios, and also the spirits of Edgar and Ahajida. I would also then go and like to acknowledge all of their families who are Abak's generation. And then I would like to acknowledge all the families of those generations and Abak's family, his family, and Faber, Abak and Faber. How is your knee? You're back? We hope your knee is on the mend. So, little Tababa, who had a birthday a couple of weeks ago. Little Tababa. Then we've got Gafaba. She had a birthday as well. And then we have Abiba. I have a feeling that Abiba and Gafaba, both similar ages, 12 and 13, are double trouble. That's what I reckon these two are. I think these two have a great giggle. And then Amagaba. Friend Amagaba, he walks me in, as you know. Then Leola. If you ever look on the pictures, she always have, all the children do actually, they have the most amazing big smiles, the way they present themselves. Then we have Abidam. And then the oldest is Mebki. Now I understand also from Athenian, who has been very kindly helping me with any information that I need. All of the family are. They are amazing. They're wonderful. You ask a question and invariably a thought or a type of answer will be presented, and I'm so grateful for that. So what I would say also is don't think that I am answering the questions. The information comes from the family. Not from my brain. There's nothing in between these ears. Not a thing. It's a hollow space. Now, that's an old tree root, as you can see, but look at the stones below. Do you think that they have been arranged in that style? Because I've seen this pattern before. Let's have a look. Big stone in the middle, then these, there, that's almost like an arrow, and then we've got a similar thing coming down this way, stones here, so it looks like a spiral, central stone, or even there. It sort of looks like a spiral. Coming round to there. This is Orion. This is Orion. Interesting, isn't it? First of all, forests don't usually have loads and loads of stones lying, so those stones will have had to be brought here from somewhere, and then arranged, and it could be just natural. It could be that they formed that shape. We know better. Don't tell anybody, but we know better. Then we have our friend, the gateway. There are many, many different beings looking recognisably as a being of a kind. Maybe two eyes, mouth, nose of a sort, face, sometimes a body shape. Not quite the same as us. The people present themselves in the way they do so that we can recognise them as individuals, persons, people. But I'm wondering, all these other beings. And not all of them, frankly, and I don't want to be rude or offend any of them, not all of them look to be of this world. They're unusual. So my thought is the human race the one that is one on its own? And are these many, many other beings that are out and about there that are gradually becoming slightly more visible for us? Is that the norm? Are we really the odd one out? We are very human-centric. And I think we feel that the world is our domain. I think we're just a piece of the jigsaw. And we are not the biggest chime on the clock face. I wonder what your thoughts are on that. Because when you look at some of the screenshots I've posted and that other people's channels have shown, it's not what we're used to seeing, is it? I mean, I'm more used to seeing it because I've seen some very unusual things on the images. A lot of what I don't post. So we'll leave it here, folks, and I'll say thank you very much to the family. Thank you to the elders for being gracious enough to allow us to continue to do this and showing us things that I hope we're learning from. I certainly feel as if we are. And it's a great honour. So thank you to the family, and thank you viewers for watching. And I hope you are kind in word, thought and deed, and I hope you have a very special week ahead. And take care, my friends. Bye for now.